What's up, guys? We're gonna spend time today on answering y'all's questions that you sent in to us about life, family, touring, all that fun stuff. Here we go. Lots of y'all have sent in questions about touring and what 2026 looks like. And we're gonna be announcing that very, very soon. We have a very exciting announcement. We're gonna be going on tour with somebody. I'm so excited about that. I cannot wait to tell you, but I just can't tell you yet, which sucks. But I'll be able to tell you really soon. My favorite baseball team. I am a huge St. Louis Cardinals fan. And if you didn't know that, now you do. I always try to go to at least one game a year. And the St. Louis Cardinals, if you're watching this, if you need somebody to come out and throw a first pitch, to hang out at the stadium, whatever, I'm down. Another question was, what is my favorite song outside of songs that I've written? One that really stands out is Red Dirt Road and Believe, both by Brooks and Dunn. As you can tell, I'm a Brooks and Dunn fan. And I just think these songs are so special. They say so much in 3 minutes. I mean, I believe that song is one of the best vocal performances, I think, of any country artist ever. My most emotional song that I've had to record is probably a song called Legacy, which is on my Country Born album that we put out in 2022. And you know, that song was even emotional writing it. I think we cried a couple times. The guy that I wrote this with, Jeff Gibson, that morning it was a Zoom write because it was over COVID. And that morning he said, man, I almost didn't get on this Zoom because my grandpa passed away this morning. And of course we kind of cried about it then because my grandpa just passed away a little bit before that. And I said, why don't we write something to our grandpas? So I wrote this song called Legacy. And there's still times that I'm playing this song live because we put it in our set about every night. And it still breaks me down a little bit, still gets me to tear up. A lot of y'all were asking, have we picked out a name for our new baby yet? He's gonna be born in April, and I know this sounds stressful, and it's been stressing us out here. No, we do not have a name yet, and it is driving us nuts. So, if you have any names, boy names, drop them in the comments below because we need some help. All right, we need some help. We've been going through everything, and everybody always asks, is his name gonna be as cool as Lyric? Because Lyric is such a cool name. That's our first little boy's name, if you didn't know that. Is it gonna be that cool? And I'm like, man, I don't know how to make a name as cool as Lyric. So let me know, what do you think? The next question is, are there new YouTube vlogs coming this year? And I think this is one of our goals for 2026 is that we want to build a YouTube community like we've never done before. So we're gonna be trying to do at least one of these videos a week or every other week, trying to do something that no other person is getting on any other platform other than YouTube. So yes, please subscribe to us because we're gonna be trying to post a lot more on this channel. Been getting lots of questions about new music, and I have been working so hard on new music. And if you came to my shows, to any shows in 2025, you know I teased some songs. A song called Big Prayers, a song called Country Boy and Me, not Big Prayers, a song called People Can Change, a song called Country Boy and Me, and a lot of people are asking, are we gonna get those songs? And the answer is yes. I am working so hard right now. I've taken off the first couple months of the year to finish an album for you. So an album is coming this year. We are working so hard, tons of new music. That is my goal for 2026. Oh, new merch. A lot of people are asking about new merch. And I think, yes, we're gonna see some of, obviously, these hats were so awesome to have last year on tour. And so we're still gonna have these. If you don't have your country hat yet, and a lot of people ask, why is country upside down? And I always have to tell everybody, we were the first artist to go #1 on country radio as an independent as their first #1. So I like to say we flipped country on its head. All right, so that's why we did this. That's why we started selling these hats. And I really believe, yes, we're gonna have so much new merch in 2026. Be on the lookout, come out to the shows once we announce them and you can get some new stuff. I had a question if I could do a collab with Scotty McCreery. And Scotty, if you're out there and for some reason you're watching this, I would totally be down. But I think my goal for 2026 is to do more collabs. I've put out some feelers, you know, if I wanna make a new album, I've put out some texts and things to a lot of other artists. It's hard to get other artists to collab with you. It's gotta fit them. Also, it's gotta fit their cycle of release and all that stuff. So yes, I would love to do more collabs in 2026. We got the chance to collab a couple times in 2025 with the band I Am They on a song called Scars. We also collabed with my friend Emily Ann Roberts, a song called Get Me Gone, that is just so awesome. And I've loved doing that. So I hope 2026 is full of that. Oh man. One question was, does knowing Jesus make you feel completed? And if I'm being honest, I think that is I would like to just say yes. I'd just like to say yes, it does make me feel completed. But I am, just like all of us humans, we are constantly working on feeling our value. And we're constantly comparing ourselves to other people. And, I've started reading my Bible this year more than ever and just diving into some stories. And, since the beginning of time, we've struggled with that. And I don't think I'm ever going to be at a spot where I feel like I'm 100% completed. But knowing God, knowing Jesus definitely is a big part of that. It is what I find, I guess, my peace at when I'm sitting here in my love sack reading my Bible at night. I definitely find a lot of peace knowing that somebody else has a plan for me. In Jeremiah 29, it's one of my favorite verses. If you guys go read that verse, it's plans to prosper you and not to harm you. And I just think that is so special to know that there's somebody else out there looking out for you and has your path to make you prosper, even in your darkest times, even for my journey of going through a record label, losing it, thinking my whole career was over, and then starting my own record label, having my own hits. If I wouldn't have went through all those hard times where I thought, this is over, why are you doing this, God? I wouldn't be where I'm at. And I think sometimes in our life, we can look back, once you go through all those hard times, you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, man, I see what you did. I see why I went through those hard times. I see why I had to struggle a bit to get where I'm going. I see what your story is now. And so long answer is yes, I do feel completed, but it's constantly a battle and constantly something that I'm, running through my mind all the time. Question is, what do I like to do when I'm not on tour? Well, you're kind of looking at it. I just, being home with my family. My little boy is literally napping down the hall right now. We have another little boy being born in April, and I just love spending time with my family, my wife. And when I'm not on the road, I get to go out there on the road, I get to golf, I get to play music and do all that fun stuff. When I'm home, I'm dad and I'm husband, and that's what I really have been focusing on the last couple of months of being off. But I love to hunt. I haven't been able to do that very much. I love going up to my hometown in Southern Illinois. Patoka is the name of the town, and spending time with my brother and my family up there and going hunting and fishing and being outdoors is something that I really love. But the last couple of months, it's just been locked in here with my family. All right, I just got asked this question. What song should I dance to if I'm a mother of the groom? You should dance to Can She Have This Dance? It's a song that we put out. We've been posting it for the last couple of years, and you guys have been loving it because I wrote this song for me and my mama to dance to at me and my wife's wedding, and it's just been really special to watch a lot of people use this song. I get asked this question a lot too. What is the process of a songwriting session like? Well, it's very different always. And here in Nashville, we literally have our set schedule where you can pull up your calendar, you can see who's on your calendar that day. And I'm writing with Jimmy and Nick, and we're gonna go in, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna write a song, and it's set for 11 o'clock. And that's what happens in Nashville. Every day people are writing songs. And for me lately, I've just been going in and just talking about things that I'm going through. Or people come in and sit down, they're like, hey, I have this idea. This is the title of it, which a lot of times it starts with the title and a concept, and you kind of work through that. Like, She's Somebody's Daughter, I had that title for a long time and had the concept of it. And you just kind of sit down and you hash it out. You talk about, okay, what should this feel like chord-wise? Is it emotional? Do we need minor chords? Is it happy? Does it need to be major? Does it need to be up-tempo? Does it need to be slow? And that kind of all goes through your mind. You want the lyric to feel like, obviously, the music. And that is something that normally kind of, you say the title and you start playing on your guitar and it starts coming out, the songs, the melodies, all that fun stuff. But every songwriting session is different. Some takes hours, sometimes it takes minutes. You sit in, you got an amazing idea and it just falls out. God gives you a miracle that day. And I think we're always searching for those miracle songs, because I always feel like those are the ones that really are the ones that connect the most, because it was meant to be written that day. And just what a blessing that I get to And all creators out there write songs for a living. I just want to say that too, because it's so crazy to go in and you go in with absolutely nothing. Nothing exists. You're sitting in a room, if you just sit there, it'd be quiet. And you walk out that day with a song that can maybe go touch hundreds of thousands of people's lives. And that is truly just, I think, a blessing from God. And I hope that I get to write songs for a really, really long time. And I hope that they're always different. I hope it's on the road. I hope a lot of times I come in, I have noodle ideas here on the couch, come up with stuff and bring that into a room, so it's always different. We got to go on tour this last year with Bailey Zimmerman and Dylan Marlowe, and it was so much fun. And somebody asked me, what was my favorite memory on that tour? And that is such a hard question, because I had so many great memories, and a lot of them were not even playing, not even being in front of everybody. Some of the best memories were being backstage and going swimming with Bailey, or going, on runs. Bailey had me going on runs, me and Dylan, all the time, and just hanging out with those boys. And Bailey's like a little brother to me, and I love him to death, but just spending more time with him and getting to play new places that I've never played before, like getting to play Red Rocks. That is probably one of my favorite, I guess there is a favorite, probably getting to go out on stage at Red Rocks, because that is a place I dreamed of playing since I moved to Nashville, which is just outside of Denver in Colorado there. And that was, I remember it was my birthday, and Bailey pulled me out during his set, and he paused the whole 10,000 people. He paused and he said, guys, today is Drew Baldridge's birthday. We're gonna sing him happy birthday. So on Red Rock stage in front of 10,000 people, the whole crowd sang me happy birthday. It was crazy. Best life advice I have ever received. That's a hard one. Man, I was sitting right here in this chair the other night, and my preacher texted me, my old preacher that I grew up with, and he said, put as much time and effort into your marriage as you do your music, and you're gonna be well off. And that is something I've struggled with this last year, and I feel like, all creators, you see a lot of people out on the road. It's hard to have families, and this this business ain't built for families, because you have to put a lot of time into music. And I learned in 2025, when you put a lot of time in music, your family life can go down because you're not putting time and effort into it. So finding that balance of that. And I would say too, for people that are, best advice I ever got about music and just, wanting to be a creator, you're wanting to move to Nashville, you're wanting to be a songwriter, is you can't come here with a plan B. Because if you have a plan B, you're gonna fall back on it real quick. This has to be your plan A and your only plan. I'm gonna make a living out of music, and I'm gonna figure out how to do that, and I'm gonna put all my eggs in that basket. I met so many people along the way after being here for 10 years, and they're like, well, I got my degree that I can always fall back on, or I have a farm that I can go back to. I have all these other plans that I can go do. Well, when time gets hard, and it's going to get hard, you're gonna go back to plan B, because that's easy. And you only get one of these lives. You might as well try, shooting for the stars, doing your dream. And that is something I got told actually by Granger Smith when I was out on tour with him in 2016. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys, me answering y'all's questions. Be on the lookout for so much more of these videos. Maybe we'll do some more questions. If you guys think of some more questions, drop them in the comments below, and just make sure you hit the subscribe button and the follow button, all that fun stuff, because we're gonna be doing more of these videos along the way.